guys, welcome to the channel. So I recently picked up this action camera from DJI. It's the Action 5 Pro. I was heading off to a trip to Disney World and I wanted to be able to record some of the action that we would see there. And as I did my shooting during the week, I started to realize that there were certain issues that I was having with the protective case that it came with that just left me wanting more. This case has been coming with the Action 5 cameras since, I believe, the Action 3. So it's the same case that you get with the Action 3, the Action 4, and now the Action 5. It's a decent little case, but it lacks a lot of bells and whistles. So it's all plastic. It has no cold shoe mount. It's missing any type of ¼ mount. It does add vertical magnetic mount capability, which was nice. But to me, the biggest issue with the case was that there was no external battery access door. So if the battery got low, which it did on my Action 5, then the only way to change that battery was I had to remove the camera from this case. And that proved to be a real pain. So when I got back from my trip, decided that I needed to go out and look at some aftermarket cases that would give me the features that I was looking for in a protective case. Did a lot of research. There's a lot of cases out there to choose from. After doing some research, these are the three that I settled on to bring in for a more in-depth tabletop review. Got a case here from Smallrig. In the middle, I got a case here from a company called Telesin. And on this end is a case from a company called Pgytech. So what I thought we would do is we'll do a little more in-depth review of each one of these cases, go and talk about their features, talk about the things that I like and the things that I don't like. And then we'll come back and we'll wrap things up once we're done. So, having said that, why don't we just get right into it? Let's take a closer look here at this Smallrig protective case. So this is an all aluminum case, very well machined, nice smooth edges, very nice case. It is a rear loading case, so to load the camera you actuate this lever, little red lever on top, fold it back down, slide the camera in, close the door, and then you listen for that click. Once you hear that click, you know the camera is nice and secure. Once in the case, the camera is very secure. It's protected on all sides. Up here on top, we've got full access to our record button. We also have a ¼ mount and a cold shoe mount. Coming around to this side, we've got full access to our power button and our USB-C port on the Action 5 camera. Now, one of the things that Smallrig does that none of the others do is it has this little cutout here. You can see that. And what that allows is it allows you to directly connect your wireless mic receiver without having to take the camera out of the case. So that's a unique feature to this Smallrig case. Coming on around, we've got a ¼ on the bottom, also a magnetic mount for the DJI system. We also have a magnetic mount and ¼ on this end. There's also a separate battery access door, so you press this button here on the side and you gain access to the battery door. So what do I like? Very versatile case, lots of bells and whistles. You've got 3 ¼ mounts. You've got a cold shoe. You got full access, direct access to both your power and your shutter buttons. It's well machined, and I think the camera looks really good in the case. What I don't like, and it's really been the issue for me with this case, is its weight. It is very heavy. It comes in at about, I want to say 92 grams. So it makes it, of the three cases, it's by far the heaviest. And it's noticeable, I'll just be honest with you. It's really heavy. To remove the case, let's just do it in reverse. Pull that latch, open it up, slide the case out. There you have it. That's the Smallrig case. Now let's take a little closer look at this Telesin case. So again, this case is all aluminum construction, very nicely machined, smooth edges, feels good in the hand. This case is what I would call a minimalist case. It's extremely light. It's a side loading case. Actuate this lever here, open the door, you take the camera and you slide it in. Listen for the click. Once you hear the click, you know the camera is nice and secure. Once in there, there's no rattling. Camera fits in there nice. Camera looks good in this case. I like the machining and the smooth edges. Up top here, you got a cold shoe mount. You've got a shutter release button here. This button does a very good job at turning the camera into record and actuating that button. Coming around the side here, you've got access to your power button and USB-C port. There are no cutouts here, so you cannot directly mount the wireless mic transmitter to this camera. So to do so, you'd have to remove it from the case. Bottom here, you got full access to the magnetic mount that's on the camera. Coming on around here, you got a 1/4-20 mount and also a magnetic mount for vertical shooting. You do have access to the battery while it's in the case, but you basically have to open up the same door that you use to load and unload the camera. What do I like? Well, I like the look of the case. I like the minimalist aspect of the case. It does have all the basic necessary features that I think I would look for in a case. And what I like most about it is it's lightweight. It is by far the lightest weight, coming in at about 55 grams. What I don't like are a couple of things. First of all, I don't like these blue buttons. I mean, that's just a personal choice, but just not a big fan of the color. The other thing is that this button here is, and you can't really see it in the video, but it doesn't quite sit flush. It sits at an angle, which is to me a quality issue. Probably the biggest negative to this case is the fact that the battery door is the same door that you would use to load and unload the camera. And if you're not careful, your camera will fall completely out while you're changing the battery. And that's the Telesin case. Now let's take a closer look at this case from Pgytech. So like the others, this is an all aluminum constructed case. It's very nicely machined, nice smooth edges. I love the style of it. It is a side loader as well. So to load the camera, you would pull up on this latch here, open the side, take your camera, slide it into the case, close it, listen to the click. There you go. Once you hear the click, you know the camera is nice and secure in the case. I do like the way the camera looks in this case. This case has a good weight to it. Up top here, you've got this red shutter button. This button works very well. I've never had any issues when actuating this button with the camera. Comes with a cold shoe mount right here. Coming around this side, you got full access to your power button and your USB-C port. Along the bottom here, you got access to the camera's magnetic mount. Moving on around to this side, you've got a 1/4-20 mount, as well as a vertical magnetic mount. This also is the battery door, access door. So to get access to it, you press this button, door comes open. You're able to replace your battery without having to remove the camera from the case. What do I like about this case? I like the look of it, honestly. I love the lines of the case. It has all the features that I think I would want in a case, all the basic features. I do like the red of this button. I think it matches aesthetically the reds that you see in the body of the camera. The weight is kind of middle of the road, so it comes in at about 70 grams. So it's kind of middle of the road here. But I think it's a good balance between, heft and protection and keeping the camera light. And there's the case from Pgytech. So at the end of the day, how do we choose? Well, first let me say that I think any of these cases would be a great choice. They all have pluses and minuses, and it really is going to come down to personal preference. If you're looking for something that's full featured, you're highly invested in 1/4-20 mount systems, you want something that gives you maximum protection for your camera, and you don't really care about the weight, then the Smallrig case is a great choice. If, however, you're a minimalist and you want something that really truly doesn't really affect the profile of your camera, but has all the basic features, then maybe this Telesin case is the right choice. It's lightweight, versatile, and who knows, maybe you like blue buttons. Now, if you're somewhere in the middle of the road, you want something a little more robust than Telesin, but not quite as heavy as the Smallrig, then maybe this Pgytech would be your best choice. Very nice case, has all the basic features, and comes in kind of in between these other two in the weight class. So at the end of the day, when I weigh everything, the pluses and the minuses, for me, I'm going to go with the Pgytech case. I think that this hits all the sweet spots for me. I love the weight of it. I love the look and feel of it. I love how the camera looks inside this case. I'm a big fan of this red button. I think aesthetically it blends very well with the other red highlights on my Action 5. And it gives me all the protection and features that I need. So I'm going to be going with the Pgytech. But again, personal preference. So listen, I appreciate your time today. I've enjoyed sharing my thoughts with you on these three cases. I hope that I've armed you with some information that'll help you make a good choice as you're out looking, to upgrade and protect your investment here in the DJI Action 5. Oh, by the way, I'm Pape.
And I'm Skylar.
We're best buddies. High five. Boom! Yeah. So I did a little tabletop comparison of these things, but I thought it was a good idea to get my grandson's opinion, since he's a pretty smart cookie. So we're going to let him kind of look at these cases and give you his opinion of them. So, Skylar, it's all yours, buddy.
Now, here's the original one. Like Pape said, I don't like how long it takes to power it off when you're trying to hold this. Like you're just taking time.
Yeah, that button's a little hard to push, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this button's okay for the video. But other than that, it's not too bad of a case. Other than you can't open the battery.
Yep.
It's not the worst case.
But not the best.
But not the best.
All right. What's the next one we're going to look at?
Coming up with this one. Right here.
It's from Telesin?
it is light. It is good. This is my first favorite one that I still like. And it's pretty good how you can just get your batteries. My only complaint is if you do this, your camera can fall out. I don't like that.
Did it almost fall out on you once before?
Well, I don't think it was in this case. That was not my fault. The case fell off the case.
Oh, yeah. It fell off the Ulanzi mount. Yeah.
Next up, we're going to be grabbing this boy right here.
That's
the heavy boy.
This is called Smallrig.
It is a good camera. It opens up right here. You can get all of the battery. You can get the battery that you need.
On the side over here, honey. Right there.
Over here, you can get your battery.
Push the little button. Push the little button right there.
Then you get your battery out here. If you want to take your camera out, you'll flick the switch to unleash the front. Take your camera out.
Yeah.
Now this stuff, I like this one, but my favorite has to be the one
Pgytech.
from Pgytech.
Yeah.
Because it is medium light, easiest to press the button, this is a very easy door to open, including as this one right here.
Push the button.
Right here, this one's also easy. Now, I do like it. Pretty good.
Except you can't open the door.
Yeah, I can.
There you go.
That. Close it. Ow!
What did you smush? Did you smush your finger?
I just pinched my finger.
Oh, that was not supposed to be part of the demo.
That is my favorite case, and it's even easy to put a camera in. Like
You're gonna put your Action 4 in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see you do it there, little guy.
I don't remember which side.
There you go. You remember. Remember shutter button. No.
This way.
There you go. Slide it in. All right, get a good grip. Close it. All right.
My camera's in.
Nice and secure.
And then you do this.
You want to take it out?
And grab your, wait, what?
No, now you're taking it out on it. You're trying to do the battery side?
I'm trying to take it out.
Okay.
Wait. And if you ever want to change your battery, you come over here. You press this button. You open the door. Bring this up. Grab your battery. Prove that I got it.
You can get it out?
There it is. Right here. And if I want, I can just take it out. Just like that.
There you go.
Then if I ever need to put it back in, I put it in.
Did you push it all the way?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Close my door. Close this.
Give it a hard push. Make sure it's closed.
And it's closed.
Get it back on your tripod, your little selfie stick. All right.
That is my favorite case.
Yep, that's Skylar's Action 4 that he got for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool camera to go along with Pape's Action 5.
Anyways, alright guys, I guess I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.
Peace.